our character starts off not really having too many redeeming qualities, it seems. He's very pragmatic and by the book.
Aren't those redeeming qualities? Aren't those good qualities?
They are good qualities, but we don't get a chance to see any heart or emotion. Will that be explored at all from what you know?
You know, the situation that he's in a spaceship where that's dying, and he's got 4,000 people who are, you know, may not make it. I don't think he's the type of man who is going to. He's not a cuddly, soft. He's got big decisions to make, and he's got to have big balls to cut those people, and you know, he's got. So probably not.
What is your character's impression of the Chancellor? He doesn't seem to like him very much.
I don't know where you're getting that from, and I mean that seriously, because there's a very brief scene that I have with him. You know. He didn't seem. You're right. He didn't seem to care too much that he was shot or that he could have died. But then I don't think, as you said, he's very pragmatic, and he's just trying to make sure the human race. You know, it's such an interesting dilemma to be the last of your race. I can't imagine, and to let that die out. It's just a really interesting question. That's a great dilemma to be in, I think. It's a great, yeah. I don't know what the question was.
No, it was good. Good answer.
When you look at the script, is that where you're looking for big themes? Do you look?
Yes, I do. I like those questions. I like something that's gonna, even if it doesn't come across in the show, something that makes me question. For example, the show set 100 years in the future. And the show won't really tell what the future will be like, but I just like, you know, I went and did some research, in 100 years, what will we have a space station, will we have a moon base, will we have commercial flights, and what are the effects of space, you know, all these things. I think that makes me, I mean, it doesn't need to come across, but I enjoy things that challenge me.
So while the kids are down on the planet, I mean, what are we going to, what are we going to expect from the adults up on the ship? You know, what are we going to be seeing from you guys?
I think we are, with the spaceship dying, I think there's going to be a lot of discussion of how we go ahead. Do we, my opinion is we need to cull some people. We need to float some people so that the rest of us can survive. How do we choose that? Who goes, who stays? And I'm sure I'm going to get opposition from a lot of people, especially the ones I think should be going, right? So I think that there'll be drama. And I think, you know, yeah, there'll be little factions sprouting up, I imagine. Maybe, I don't know, revolution, who knows?
You're playing a very ambitious, you know, character as far as how he relates to the new, I guess, president. Are you, when you first auditioned or thought about getting this role, coming from Scandal, was it something that you wanted to do? Like you came from Scandal playing, you know, that character where it's like very laid back, and now you're playing a very intense,
right.
I don't know if likable is the word, character. Do you see him as a good guy or a bad guy?
You know, like I said, I don't see people as good or bad. I think he's trying to do something, and just the way he goes about it, it's the same with any character. I don't think, oh, I'm a good or bad guy. I've got something to do. My aim is to make sure the human race stays alive, and this is the way I'm going to do it. And it's up to other people to perceive. You know, I hope that people would say, I understand why he's doing what he's doing. It's a typical choice. I may not like it, but it has to be done. You know, I hope people will come to understand and maybe even agree with what I'm doing. I'd love that to happen. You know, people go, yeah, I think he's right.
Are you going to get to go down and roll around in the mud like you had to in Lost?
I hope so. I hope so. You know, so far, I don't think this season. Maybe, you know, should we go for another season? I think that's certainly a possibility.
What was it that appealed to you about the script when you got it?
You know, when I read the script, it it was one of the few that I got to the end of, and it was a real page turner for me. And as I said, sci-fi is a genre that I really enjoy. I like the fantastical. I like thinking about what could be out there, and I love the questions that sci-fi poses, and they offered it to me, so which is always nice.
What do you think the series is trying to say about the contemporary world? What do you think this is a story about?
I think it could say a lot. I don't know where we are at the moment with what I think and I hope we do. That's always my hope, that a show will. I was touched by Star Trek, even though you say it's a sci-fi show. But it asks some really good questions, which I hope will be.
Overpopulation and finite resources are big themes of our time.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and then how you destroy the Earth. You can say we're doing now. Let's look at what will we do in the future. I hope it touches a big question.
Did I read that you're guest starring in Hawaii Five-O?
That's correct.
Can you talk about that?
Sure, I play a character called Ernesto, and it's the first time. I'm half Peruvian, so it's the first time I've played Hispanic. So I speak Spanish, and so I've finally been given a chance to use it.
When did you shoot that?
I shot it.
Oh, you shot it?
I just finished.
Oh, so
yesterday.
how was that?
It was great. It's Hawaii. I live in Hawaii, but still working with Dan Kim and a whole bunch of the Lost crew. They're still on the show, and I'm very friendly with a lot of them. So it's just nice just to revisit, to be able to drive to work and drive home. It's so sweet. I love it.
Do you have a favorite scene in the pilot that you really enjoy shooting?
In the pilot, I don't do that much. And all my stuff is on the spaceship. I really enjoyed working with a young Canadian actor. And that was the first day. He plays Commander Shumway. I liked him a lot. Hope he sticks around. Who knows?